I think it's easy to learn programming online, but when you get a challenge and you have to tackle it in a group and use these kind of group programming tools that are given, I think that's super valuable. I joined Integrify 3.5 months ago, and before Integrify I was running my own company doing photography and working as an entrepreneur. At the moment I'm working at an e-commerce consultancy focusing on building front-end e-commerce solutions for clients. I also work as a consultant as well, so part of my job is consulting, part of my job is programming, so it's a bit of a mix of both worlds. I actually managed to get to this position during the middle of the program itself, as well as a few other people that I was lucky to share the class with. I think the biggest thing I've learned is working in a team. I had already learned how to work in pairs, but really working as an organizational-wide team is a big thing I've learned, and that means doing code review, working with others, and that's the kind of teamwork is really the biggest kind of learning that I've gone through since starting my new journey. The amount of tools that are used, some of the tools are very new that I use. There's also quite lack of documentation on some of those tools, so that has posed quite a challenge for myself. Also, just the general scope of the work. One day I might be working on something very specific, the other day I might be asked about what I think about the tools or actually choosing the tools that I'm using, so that's quite surprising. Before joining Integrify, I actually have a background in programming, but what I really wanted to do, I saw the Integrify stack and I thought, this is great. This is exactly the stack that I want to study and kind of improve myself on, and that was really the driving force behind why I joined, was to really fill that knowledge gap that I had. The best part about studying at Integrify, I think there's two things that I found really useful and enjoyed. Was the teachers themselves are very knowledgeable, very engaging, and also the peers that I got to know along the way. We're still in touch, we still support each other, and we support each other through the program and also after. So also the network of people that you get around you. Well, there was a lot of valuable skills I learned. One of them being version control and version control in groups. I think it's easy to learn programming online, but when you get a challenge and you have to tackle it in a group and use these kind of group programming tools that are given, I think that's super valuable. So yeah, so during my studies, what I did was during the week I'd work on the projects that were given to me, and on the weekends I'd work on my own projects. And one of those was building a platform for a music production company that uses the SoundCloud API to fetch data, display it in a meaningful way, and for DJs to showcase their work. If you're thinking about a career in software development, I would say try it out first. Try a bit of programming, see how you feel, see whether you like it. If you don't like it, you're unlikely to succeed in it. And I think to test the waters and try it out, that's, I think, the best advice that I could give. I would recommend Integrify Academy to anybody who is interested in really challenging themselves and taking their skills to the next level. If you're feeling like you're learning and your learning is stuck in a way and you kind of want to get that extra boost, that's who I would recommend it to.